Good evening from London. Business leaders in the UK are bracing for what could be a defining moment this week as Chancellor Rachel Reeves prepares to deliver her second budget. Confidence among chief executives and finance leaders has weakened in recent months following last year's steep tax increases, including a £25 billion rise in national insurance and a significant increase in the minimum wage. Analysts say further tax rises are expected, with the independent research firm Capital Economics forecasting the budget could shave 0.2% off economic growth in 2026. However, with inflation expected to continue falling next year and interest rates likely to ease, the government is signalling the potential for a more supportive investment climate over the medium term. Business groups, including the CBI, are urging the government to avoid surprise tax measures and protect stability, calling it the single most important factor for confidence and growth. Turning to global tech, Alibaba's AI platform Qwen has experienced a strong debut, recording more than 10 million downloads in its first week. The launch sent Alibaba shares more than 5% higher in Hong Kong trading as the platform positions itself as China's domestic rival to ChatGPT. The company plans to expand Qwen across e-commerce, logistics and financial services as part of its long-term strategy to transition into an AI-first organization. In Brussels, the European Union has downplayed expectations of progress in its talks with the United States over tariffs on steel and other industrial products. The meeting marks the first official visit by senior US trade officials since both sides agreed to a provisional framework earlier this year. EU ministers described the discussions as a review rather than a negotiation, with several areas, including environmental and digital standards, still proving contentious. Officials say negotiations will continue, but no breakthrough is expected imminently. And finally, in the UK media sector, the publisher of the Daily Mail has agreed a £500 million deal to acquire the Daily and Sunday Telegraph. The transaction, which will now be reviewed by Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy, would end more than 2 years of uncertainty surrounding the Telegraph's ownership. DMGT, the parent company, says the paper will retain its editorial independence, though critics argue the deal raises questions about media concentration and plurality. Those are your main stories from London at Close of Business. I'm Juliana Olayinka.